Good evening, and welcome to Southern News Network. I'm Alex Schwach.
And I'm Ryan Sullivan. We'll be keeping you updated with the latest campus events, news, and sports. Spring break is March 2nd through the 6th this year. Students staying on campus must register on MockSync by February 27th. There is no charge to stay. Damn it. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. This is what happens.
All right, and Ryan, remember Slash.
I'm smiling. I am overjoyed. All right.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Spring break is March 2nd through the 6th this year. Students staying on campus must register on MockSync by February 27th. There is no charge to stay. There are 2 Discover Florida trips run by the school during the break. The first one is to Typhoon Lagoon on March 3rd. The second one is to Aquatica on March 5th. The theater department at Florida Southern held its annual spring musical, A Chorus Line. Katie Becker takes you behind the scenes for more on the story.
Practice makes perfect, and for the spring performers to excel at the FSC Theater Department, hours of dedicated practice must take place.
Each night we had rehearsal from 7 till 10:30, and usually we'd all come around 6:30 to start warming up dance and everything.
It's roughly 4 hours a night, every weeknight, and then as we get closer to the shows, it's 2 full days on the weekends, so like 12 hours on a Saturday and 12 hours on a Sunday before we open the show.
To create the entire production, a lot of people were involved in the making of the play.
Probably all in all, like all people who have touched the show, maybe 70, 75 people, I would think.
We have a bunch of crew members that build the sets and stuff, the people that work at Buckner Theater. There's the lighting people, costuming, they've worked very, very hard. 3 people do the sound, and then you have the chorus, of course, the chorus line.
The work of the actors and stage crew did not go unnoticed by the audience.
I know how hard they work, and to just see that come to fruition is really awesome, and it's tiring, and it's a lot of work.
A Chorus Line will continue to perform until February 22nd. The final show is at 2:30 p.m. on Sunday. Tickets are free for FSC students, staff, and faculty. With Southern News Network, I'm Kate Becker.
Thanks, Katie. You're the best.
Are you ready for the Southern Takeover? Florida Southern College's annual spring concert is hosting We the Kings and New Politics on March 14th. Grab a friend and head to Mr. George's Green at 4 p.m. to eat some good food and listen to some good music. You won't want to miss out. The catering company that runs Winnie's Bistro is taking extended measures to ensure students' safety with the 1,500 meals they serve per day. Katie McCabe has more on the recent issues with guest services.
Earlier this month, The Ledger, Lakeland's daily newspaper, released an article about a lawsuit against guest services the catering company used in FSC's kitchen. The article quoted the employee who filed the suit, saying that the health code violations against the school were still happening.
Every piece of equipment, whether it's a slicer, gets cleaned each time it's used.
The Ledger article stated that the employee found 6-month-old jars of food in the cooler. On our backstage tour, we found nothing older than 24 hours in the coolers.
We want the freshest product, plus we don't have enough space to store it, and we don't want to store that much at any one time.
Tim Rabel explained that they receive 20 to 25 deliveries a week just for the main dining areas, and they have no use of keeping products for longer periods of time. In regards to waste in the kitchen, Rabel assured us that his team follows strict sanitary guidelines. He explained that the trash is collected and dumpsters are emptied throughout the day so that nothing sits outside overnight. Even with high demand, Rabel and his crew at Winnie's are still able to provide fresh and exciting options for students.
The kale salad, the quinoa, the bulgur wheat. I mean, we've tried to bring in some different things, but with that comes a lot of extra labor, a lot of work, because we're getting in the cantaloupes, we're getting in the pineapples, we're getting in the honeydews, and we're cutting them all ourselves.
Rabel said he's had great feedback from students about the healthy options. Behind-the-scenes tours are still being offered. Email Dean Langston for more information. For Southern News Network, I'm Katie McCabe.
Thanks, Katie.
Men's basketball used a huge second half run to beat Lynn on Saturday 87-66. Stephen Battle had a team-high 21 points, and Dylan Travis added 18 points and grabbed 9 rebounds off the bench to spark the Mocs. The victory pushes their winning streak to 14 games in a row. Come support your Mocs as they host Tampa on senior night. Tip-off is tonight at 7:30 in the Jenkins Fieldhouse. This past Saturday, the Florida Southern women's basketball team rallied late in the second half to come from behind and beat Lynn University 74-68. Junior forward Mariah Harris scored a team-high 20 points as she led the Mocs to victory. The Mocs will return to the Jenkins Fieldhouse for senior night during their final regular season home matchup. They host the University of Tampa on Wednesday, February 25th at 5:30 p.m.
For the third year in a row, the Mocs men's swim team claimed the Sunshine State Conference Championship on Sunday night. It came down to the final 3 races. The backstroke swimmers, including Jeb Halfacre, Luis Rojas, Thomas Nguyen, and Marco Palacios, reclaimed the lead. The Mocs won the conference meet over Nova Southeastern 800-791. It was the closest score in the 5-year history of the SSC championships. The Mocs women's swim team sealed a runner-up finish at the Sunshine State Conference Championship Sunday night. Leading the way from the Mocs were juniors Allie Crenshaw, Lauren Reynolds, and Kelsey Gouge. The ladies entered the day with a 29.5-point lead over Tampa for second place and managed to hold off the Spartans with great individual performances. Both Mocs swim teams now prepare for the NCAA Division II National Finals from March 11th to 14th in Indianapolis. Thank you for joining us for this week's episode of Southern News Network.
Thanks for stopping by. Stay tuned for the latest happenings on campus.